Well, a very good afternoon and a warm welcome to third day coverage of the inaugural playing of the IM Financial Group Championship here at Golf Zone County in the city of Chuncheon. Timothy Loh here. Great to have you along for the ride this Saturday afternoon. It was a two-way tie for the lead coming into the weekend between Bang Shin Sil and Park Joo Young, but the young Shin Sil has romped ahead. 3 under par for her round. Opens up a 3-shot lead over Park Joo Young, who was 1 over early, but has just found a birdie to get her back to double figures under par. Ko Ji Yu, Ma Da Som, and China's Lee Shu Ying round out the top 5, chasing the lion's share of a 1 billion Korean won prize pool, with 180 million heading the way of our champion this week in the third event on the 2025 KLPGA Tour season. Cut line came at even par. As play ended yesterday, lost a couple of big names. Park Bo Kyom, winner of the season opening event in Phuket. It's Joo Young got the honours after that birdie back at 7. She trails by 3. Good solid shot there. Conditions look pretty much similar to the first 2 days, just a bit of wind to keep the players on their toes. It does look a little bit more overcast for day 3. Perhaps drop in temperature means the balls aren't going to be flying quite as far in the air. Keep an eye on these greens, because in springtime in Korea they are a little bit firmer than they would be touching later on in the year. A bit of dormant grass still out and about on the golf course. Now Shin Sil, this was the point of the round yesterday where she was really starting to light it up. 4 straight birdies from the 7th to the 10th. Really could have added a couple more either side, but that is a bit of a loose swing for Shin Sil. Chasing a third KLPGA Tour crown. Up a couple of holes to find the hard-charging Ko Ji Yu. She, like Shin Sil, searching for a third title. She's got it going today. 8 under par for the championship, 3 under. Starting the weekend, it's a 5 deep for moving day. Landed slightly softer conditions. Now last week's winner, year 1. Tournament. Open par round today. Shot into the par 5 ninth. Alongside here, one a little bit closer to the green. So very nearly pitching in from the front edge there. Good touch from Kim. It was bright sunshine for the first 2 days, right around lunchtime. Just a little gloomier this afternoon. Shin Sil. Little shoulder to contend with, about 20 feet on. Just fly it over that. Just grabs a little quick. So an opening perhaps for Park Joo Young. Now back to the 12th and Ji Yu. So quite a bit of her and our featured coverage on day 2. Touch shy of that pitch shot, but a putt that doesn't look like it does too much. Start this, I'd say, right half with good pace. Very nicely done. We've got a good round working with a bunch of birdies like she has. You know, those par saving putts, they're key just to keep the momentum rolling as we return to Park Joo-young for back-to-back birdies, perhaps trying to give Bang Shin-sil something to think about. It's looked a little low for Park, but as we've seen all throughout the week, speed control has been excellent. And the veteran, that was the only player through 36 holes without a drop shot. That streak came to an end a little bit earlier today, but she's even par and for the moment 3 back. Bang Shin-sil with a lengthy par putt to come here at the 8th. Expected a bit of a stronger start from her coming into moving day, but it's been a little disappointing. It's not got the pace to get there. Very average pedestrian front 9 for year 1. Shin-sil. I said with Go Ji-yoo earlier, this is a big putt just momentum-wise. She's got it. Centre cup as well. Even though they all count as a single stroke, just psychologically, sometimes those do more for your confidence. And actually holding putts for birdie is mentally not giving up what you've worked so hard to pick up. Ju tidies up after that great pitch shot. Bookend birdies for her on that front 9 as she moves to 7 under par. Still a whopping 6 shots adrift. Bang Shin-sil. Now this is Lee So-young. Opened a campaign very strongly with a 6 under par 66 on day 1, but a level par 72 yesterday. And 1 over par through her first 8. In her third round, leave her back at 5 under. Colder temperatures, just don't see many players being able to reach a couple of the par 5s today. That breeze pretty much straight off the left here. It looks like it's coming into the players' faces as well. So just left edge of the clubhouse you feel is going to be the ideal start line for China's Li Shuyi. Did have the power to get there, but it just ends up in between the second green. Could be a little fiddly, short-sided. Player from China who's been out here on the KLPGA Tour for a number of years, never lost her card. Enjoying her time out with some of the best female professionals in South Korea. Back on the tee. Park Joo-young, even though she's one of the veterans, we'll call her that, on the KLPGA Tour. Doesn't lack the power, still gives it a good smash out there. Ooh, easy, easy. Saved by the rake, perhaps? Yes. Okay, not going to reach the green in 2, but certainly better being there than in the green, in the fairway trap. Shin-sil. But reached both par 5s in 2 on the front 9 yesterday. Did birdie the 6, but did birdie 9. All starts with a good tee shot. Let's send it down the right. A little anxious. Just into the right rough, but the line looks okay. Down to So-young. Ridge that runs right across the midsection of this green. So important to be on the correct side of it. That's pretty good. Solid shot there from So Young. Looks like Ma Da Som, who's made the turn up at 8 under par, having a lovely round as well today. We saw her do so much of that in the second round, just flagging iron shots. That's unlucky that one's released along another 15 feet or so. How does Shu Ying play this one? It looks like she's on a slight downslope as well. Be awkward when you're trying to play to a putting surface that's elevated above you. The right shot. Did the right thing. Made sure she missed it. Long gave herself a putt. Dribble a fraction right around the hole. She hit it at the line, just needed the conviction. It's a very tidy and efficient front nine. Sort of in sight of Bak Shin Sil and Park Chu Yong. A rough day for her thus far. Tries to recover a shot here at the ninth. Midpoint should start to drift a little right. Then it kind of stays pretty straight at the holes. It's one of those putts that we've seen this week that looks very easy to overread. She lost that right early. Never had the right line there, so. Just about has a stance here, Park Chu Yong, but going to be a layup, no choice. Just come off the bottom groove of the club. You can tell she did not like the contact. A little further back than she wanted. So young. Very experienced campaigner she is. 7 wins on tour. Knows it. It ain't over till it's over. Certainly if she can find a couple birdies, maybe put around to 70 today. Good back nine. A low one tomorrow. Might still be in with the chance, but she can't afford any more mistakes. It's a birdie look. Showing the jaws as well. I think that perhaps with cooler conditions, maybe a fraction more moisture that you're not quite picking up on the greens for these players. Slowing the surfaces down a fraction. Got to Da Som's birdie putt on the 10th. See if she can get the speed right on this one. It is coming uphill, so she can be a little bit more aggressive. chance. We're up, never in, as the old adage goes. Shinsil has waited for the green to clear. I think that's the right thing to do. Get that wide. Looked okay from our fairway camera earlier. Maybe it's just nestled down a fraction more. Look at this from this camera angle. Still no real danger around this hole. Ball back at the start, get a little steeper, trap it. Come up without much spin. And the miss is out to the right. Skips through the bunker. It's going to be right at the green as well, though not quite as bad as Li Shu Ying's, and she's pitching into the wind. Does certainly help. In this group, Choi Ka-bin. 2 over for her round. We played very nice golf in simple, easier conditions Friday morning to get herself into this group. Like Lee So Young, just needs to start stringing some good holes together, give herself some looks. This is an excellent shot. Look at this from Choi Ka-bin. Oh, wow. That's one of the best shots we've seen into the 9th all week long. Couldn't have come at a better time for a player like Choi. She'll have that to turn in even par, would you believe it? Have another look. That was always the play. Pitch it short of the green, get a nice kick up green. Back in the fairway, you're thinking that might have a chance to go in. Certainly did. Lovely shot from Choi. Goju Yu with a slippery looking putt here for a birdie 3, a birdie 2. Move off the left. Oh, another one. Fantastic stuff from Go. Look at that scorecard. 6 deep on the day and up to 9 under par. Up onto the back plateau of this 10th green, so a slow putt front half coming up this very steep rise. That's always the danger, making sure you have enough pace to get up the slope. Extra welly and just tumbles on. Extra feet. There is the odd weakness in Pang Shin-sil's game. Sometimes she's a little clunky with pitch shots around the greens. Normally, I'm not saying she doesn't have touch. We have seen her play some excellent shots in her career thus far. She can make a mess of things, particularly on par 5s when she's thinking birdie on a number of occasions last season. Not only walked off without picking up a shot, in fact gave up a shot or two. This is one of those pitch shots where you don't have a lot of green to work with. Wide open club face, you're just trying to turn your chest towards the target, so use the big muscles, use the bounce of the clubs. They're flicking at it with your wrists. Okay, that's the intelligent shot, much like Li Shuying. Just made sure she got it up past the hole, gives herself a putt. So pretty flat lie here. So can attack from 95 on the 11th. It actually does. Straight at it. Surely a guaranteed birdie 3 upcoming for the 3-time Tour champion. Park Ju-yeong missed the green shot with her third and almost walked off with a 4. Can't afford to be dropping any more shots today. This for par. Nicely hold there. Good 2-putt for Lee. Just a sense of maturity about Bang Shin-sil's game these days. Feels like she doesn't need to force the issue, or she's learned she doesn't need to force the issue. When she's got her nose out in front, just keep giving herself chances, even if they're from 15, 20 feet away. Not trying to birdie every hole. You want to give yourself chances, but you don't have to force your playing style, because if the putter cooperates, you're going to walk off with a 4 anyway. Excellent stuff there from Bang Shin-sil. Exactly what she needed to do with that front 9 birdie, both the par 5. She turns in 32. Opens up a 4-shot lead once more over Park Ju-yeong. The pace on this was perfect. Pick that line, just watch it drip in over the front edge. Stunning. Come on, Min Kyo. Brilliant second shot. It's really hit it to the back 9 with some momentum. This an eagle opportunity to get her back to where she began the day at 8 under par. Just a touch of movement from the left. Got it. What a 3 for Choi Min Kyung. That really cures all woes with that rotten stretch of 3 drop shots in 4 holes. In Kyung back to 8 under par. Courtesy of one of the shots of the day, this hybrid from 215 meters. Absolutely perfect. Sommers to allow for here on the 11th. Big swinger from the left. Still wasn't enough. Fantastic birdie at the 13th. Can she keep her foot on the gas? She's in attackable range here. The pitching wedge from 109 into 14. Release on. There you go. You know what, she's constructing some round of golf today, Go GU.
그쪽으로 들어가시면 안 돼요. 나오세요. 그쪽으로 들어가시면 안 돼요.
자, 저 아예 좀 더 나와주세요. 선수 시야에 걸리니까 아예 나와주세요. 자, 거기 선수 시야에 걸리면 옆으로 나와주세요.
뒤에 소리 나니까 움직이지 말아주세요. 뒤에 움직이지 말아주세요. 부탁드립니다.
Galleries line the left-hand side. Good to see some young fans out there. Downhill tee shot, uphill second shot. To make a great birdie from the right rough yesterday on this hole. Snatch of the tee. She likes where that one's headed. And into the donation circle. That's going to be a donation of a couple 100,000 won to a local charity here in the area. Chun Chons. Well done, Bang Shin Sil, and thank you to the Im Financial Group for a wonderful fundraising initiative. So we can make it 2 for 2. Up to Yong now, up to bat. Quite second tee shot in a row. She's just turned over into the left rough. I've been saying all week, not too penal if you stray off the fairways here.
자, 플레이하겠습니다.
준비해주세요.
Just look at that colour difference. Gives you a great visual where the fairway starts and stops. But even if you do miss the fairway, it's a good 40, 50 yards either side before you get to any real danger in the trees. So it's going to really wail away at their drives. Not too much for your own consequence.
다 나와주세요.
Torrid front nine. Bang Shin Sil leads by 4, but keep an eye on Go GU. She's surging 6 deep with 5 to play on moving day at Golf Zone County Sunsan. Down the 10th fairways where we find Li Shuying with her third shot. Problem with coming out of the rough is you have to kill it into that upslope and hope it bounces over. Oh, just toss it high up in the air and onto the back shelf. What a shot. Look at how quickly she got that one to stop. So Young coming from the fairway to replicate what her playing partner just did. The mistake here is to just come up short, so make sure you cover the full number. She's certainly done that. How about those two golf shots from Li Shuying and Lee So Young? Kim Min-joo. Good angle in from the left rough on 11. 83 meters left. He's got a gap wedge. Unlucky. Just pitched a little soft, but that's fine. These are a good birdie opportunity, putting straight back up the hill. Choi Min Kyung looking to lay it up, leave it handy. She's got hybrid out here. Same club she hit back at the 9th. She just hung back a little on her rear foot, flipped that club over, gets a friendly kick, still not enough to keep it in the fairway. Shin So, I don't think she needs a wood here yet, just a long iron. Try and leave herself a comfortable number in for her third. You know she's swinging with confidence when she's not even watching it. Just hands the club back to the caddy. You know she's hit her line, made solid square contact, and well, off she goes. So Shuying, this putt still wants to move. I reckon she's got to start this outside right edge. Well done. Lovely four there. The player from China goes back to 8 under. Oh, yeah, one. Well left on 11, but like I mentioned earlier with Min-joo, that does open up the angle to this front pin. Read the line nicely there, knew it was going to release, pitched it short of the green. That is why she is one of the best and brightest stars on the KLPGA Tour over the last couple of seasons. Phenomenal talent. Kim Na-young. First look at her today with a birdie opportunity on the par 4 14th. Alongside Ko Ji-yu, so she certainly hasn't lacked for watching birdies today. Can she make one of her own? You bet she can. Well done, Na-young. Got 6 under par. Inside the top 10. Together, nice little run there. That's a 4th birdie in 6 holes. That's So Young. Shorter birdie look than Shuying, although just a little uncomfortable because for a right-handed golfer, putts that move away from you from left to right. So important to get these started on the correct line. Okay, jams that one in the left edge. Good birdie there for So Young. Balances the books for day 3. Now Kim Min-joo. Kim straight up the hill. Playing alongside Park Ji-young is having a pretty rotten day. Ji-young all the way back at 1 under par now. For another one. Ko Ji-yu. The hole is the size of a bucket today. Anytime she's had the flat stick out. Ooh, I just needed an ounce more pace to hold its line still. Clean card. 6 birdies. More chances coming in. Can she play her way into the final group tomorrow? Just as the leaders make their way onto the back 9 now. Yeah, one. to start building some momentum. And that birdie's going to help it try to get away, but it's a 3 on the card for EA1, who moves under par for first time this weekend. Chu Yong. Left off the tee. Right with her layup. But a long way back at that. But that's okay. Grabs in the fringe on the correct plateau. Making hard work of this 10th hole. Second round solo leader. Shin-Sil. Those are the moments where you can really press her advantage. Obscure view of the target, just a wedge in hand. Good swing. Likes the look of it, and for good reason, right on line. Maybe just a fraction short, but we're nitpicking there. Solid stuff from your championship leader by 4. Down touch for Choi Cub in, but we have seen the more softer conditions that we find the greens in on Saturday. Can't stop it quick. Shu Ying showed us it's possible. Just simplify this approach a little. A good pass at the ball there. Yeah, well done. Solid stuff there. Gloomy, overcast, cloudy afternoon. Final group of the day. There we to the start of the back 9. Bang Shin-Sil, 4 shots clear, seeking a 3rd KLPGA Tour title. Fairway on 11, but not really the angle you want from that right rough. Not taking medicine, even though you've only got a long wedge in. Make sure you get this one past the flag and left. Okay, short. Not a disaster, but you can tell she really tried to elevate that one up. Maybe caught it a little heavy. This is attackable. Left half of the fairway. The softness of the greens. Can throw it up towards that pin. Maybe a little right, try and use the slope to draw it back. Oh, straight in! She can't believe it. It's the second slam dunk we've seen this week. Bae So Hyun in the opening round. Now Lee Shu Ying. What a start to the backside. Birdie on 10. Just hoops it on 11. Has never won on the KLPGA Tour. Never lost her card. That's an eagle 2. All of a sudden, Shu Ying very much in the conversation. Saw her chin set to hit behind as Shu Ying continues to have it up for the camera. Yeah, Park Chu Young, she would have heard that roar. She's got no idea what that roar is, but she's got company. Just to slow down.
자, 저희 갤러리분 선수 플레이 중에는 카메라 버튼 좀 누르지 말아주세요. 경기 플레이 방해됩니다.
That camera angle there just gives you an idea of the slope that these players deal with. This back hole location.
가서 피지 괜찮은데 내리막도 많이.
내리막이라서 약간 훅 가야 좀 할 것 같아요.
The top tens last year for Li Shuying. To miss a cut on tour this season, and look at that, didn't even touch the edge of the hole. Straight in, take a bow. Park Ju-young's problems back on 10. She could find herself in solo second all of a sudden. Well worth another look. I said this whole location was attackable from that side of the fairway. Didn't think she was going to can it from 84. Brilliant shot. So, gotta respect the slope here. You know it's going to be brisk. Nice tracking. Just stays left. She did exactly what she needed to do coming into today. You know, you birdie your par fives, give yourself plenty of luck. She's 4 deep and in control of this championship as we go up to EA1's second to the 12th. It's a 7-9 in from 130 meters to this left hole location. That is another wide one. She's hit a couple of very poor iron shots this week. We talk about players that have picked up 3 shots in 2 holes. If this one goes for Choi Ka-bin, she could do the same as Xu Ying, and it just wiggles off on the low side. She's going to putt this one. I think that's a perfectly acceptable play. The front of the green for Lee So-young. Smooth roll there. Let me try. Oh, important comebacker for Park Ju-young. No, lost it right early. Just illustrates not much danger around this 10th hole, but if you're out of position, you remain out of position the whole way. These hole locations, they can cause you some problems. Kim Min-ju at 12. But she made a better fist of things than year 1. A little left as well, but that one does stay on the putting surface. So-young to tidy up for par 4. Okay, no mistakes there. 7-time champion. Back on the tee. Seen a lot of players go with less than driver, just playing for position. Ideally, keep this up the left half of the fairway. Left rough, not disastrous, although that got a very big bounce, goodness. It's nestled up against one of our fairway microphones. Not sure where the operator's gone. She'll get relief from that, fret not. Looks like a 3-wood as well for Park Shin-sil. She hits this fairway. She's definitely got less than 100 in. Turn it from right to left, so just set this one up down the right edge and let that natural shot shape bring it back. In supreme control of that golf game right now is your championship leader. As usual, very stoic, never gives anything away. Junior, driver, modus operandi, even though missed the last couple of tee shots left. Sticking with the guns, really aggressive off the tee. A bit of a smoother swing there. It's a slightly better result, though. It's going to go tumbling through the fairway. It looks like it's sitting up nicely. So no harm, no foul there off the 11th tee for Park. Shin-sil, 4 clear of Go Ji-yu and the hard-charging Lee Shu-ying, who's just slam-dunked it for an eagle 2 on 11 into the back 9 here on day 3 at Gulf Zone County. Well, taking relief from the fairway microphone. What kind of angle does Choi Ka-bin have in from 90 meters? Oh, that's not where you want to miss it. A little long on the edge. That is going to be very, very quick. Almost impossible to leave that one short. Shin Sil safely on the fairway. Really take a good hard swing at the lob wedge here, rip the cover off it. You get plenty of spin. The only mistake here is to miss this long. Just a little pass. It's not bad, but that's going to be a very slippery putt. Xu Ying flying after that 2 on 11. Poor angle in on 12. Just got to look at that TV tower, try and hit some kind of draw off that. Yeah, excellent shot. Well controlled there, got that to stop very quickly. I have noticed she does put a lot of spin on her shots. Striking it very nicely. Now, Chu Young, I think, percentage plays just to try and land this one short of the green, have it skip on, get enough spin. Pitching it all the way to the hole, but she's taking the aerial route. Is that going to come back? It's going to try. It's going to be a quick putt, much like Shin Sil's. Lengthy one here for Ma Da Som at par 3, 13. Sun Young looks like she's found that left-hand trap, short-sided. Not a lot of green to work with, but as long as the lie's okay. Can you see that flag flapping? She's playing into the wind, so she's got a bit of a cushion, a bit of a buffer, if you will. I was going to play this a little bit more aggressively, but everything shoots downhill and away from her once this ball does land on the green. Hard shot, but not as hard as it could be. Just open club face, good committed acceleration. That's what you need here. Stand corrected, wasn't even in the bunker, but as it played the best of shots. So we're back to Choi Ka-bin. This is just rapid here. She gets us within 4 or 5 feet. She's done well. Yeah, pretty good. Excellent, in fact. Up to 13, where I have to say, it's probably one of the most expensive beds you'll ever see in your life. Is up for grabs. There's a hole-in-one prize. Kim Min-joo on the tee. This 139-meter par 3 with an 8-iron. Shin Sil to continue to build that lead. Shows how quick it is from past that hole. She's still a good 3 feet past, maybe even 4. Sora Jin hasn't had too much to cheer about today. This 18-footer for birdie at 12. Not going to stretch, and wow, that is a poor putt. She's left it 6 feet short. question is that marker now on the line of Li Shuying? We would have hoped to have gotten a better line read. Yes, it is. She's got to move it. She's on her own now. Park Ji-young. Covering the shot she gave away at 10. Yes, well done. Good 3 there for Park. Takes her back to 10 under par. Good battle out there for herself today. Shuying just wants to go left of Soa Jin's marker. She knows it's going to be a slow putt, at least for the first 10 feet or so. It just sort of plateaus out. Just a little testy one left for Bang Shin-sil. Forearms in the shaft of that putter just form a nice straight line. Rock the shoulders and not the most convincing looking putting stroke, and the first time today Shin-sil is going to drop a shot. It's a 3-shot swing. The 11th hole. Shuying's 2, Shin-sil's 5. Shrinks to 3. Well, no time like the present to pick up a birdie or two with your Park Ji-young, who's had a woeful day at the office. Good for line there, pace. Off stress-free par. Champion has to mop things up. Of her own up at 12, Lee So-young for a second shot, left her short-sided. She'll scramble away nicely, that's a good 4. Here 1. This putt just moves ever so slightly off the left. A little more than she thought. There's the card, no damage whatsoever. Seen one come up short, one just missed to the right. You can put all that information together and give this a decent roll at 13. It's not half bad. Oh, desperately unlucky. On the top side. down on the 12th tee. Park Ju-young maybe given a little hope with that birdie. Still in that right rough, but no harm done, although that one looks like it just sort of settled down a fraction.
자, 플레이했습니다. 이동 멈춰주세요.
Carbin also going with the driver. Tops of the trees pretty much dead calm right now for these girls.
자, 플레이했습니다. 플레이하겠습니다. 카메라 소리 안 나게 해주세요.
So how does Shinsil respond to that bogey from straight out of nowhere? So this is the driver once again for Bao. Extra look at it, just a bit left perhaps. Oh, it's fine. Left edge of the fairway. Still in control of this tournament. It's really clear. That's what she's got to remind herself. Inaugural playing of the In Financial Group Championship. Now up to the 18th, and former double major champion, former Korean Women's Open champion, Yi Jong, who's been in the golfing wilderness over the last 2 seasons. And then her day on a high note, lovely birdie there for a 200 par round of 70. So all of Korean golf's a much better place with Yi Jong contending. So she finds that form again soon. Hao Shuying. At the 13th tee, between a 7 and an 8 iron, you have to say, for most of the players. No, it's a 9 iron. Really got to step on this one. She has. That's going to take the slope. She's playing some excellent golf right now. Li Shuying. So young, loves to work it from right to left like so many KLPGA Tour pros. So this whole location on the right side of the green always just feels a little uncomfortable. So you have to aim it right edge of the green. Let's just have it come back online. But if it does stay straight, you can use that slope that Shuying just carromed her ball off. It's far less aggressive through the ball these days. He's so young. That's a good shot. Start the transition so violently, really mellowed that out in the last season or two. Yi Jong always got time for some fans. The two Hwang Yo-min. Yes, check an autograph or two while you're at it. It's so nice to see. To be fair, Hwang Yo-min's not much older than a couple of those girls out there. Just 21 years of age. Looking fairly average at best, so this one's going to have to be played out towards the right of the pin. Bring that left bunker into the equation. Oh, I think that might have just stayed out, but I saw Lee So Young there earlier. It's a walk in the park. Flagstick just cut over that bunker, just tempts you to go with it, especially with a short iron in hand. percentage play the right place. Just maybe 10 feet right of it. Give yourself a look. Give yourself room for error as well. I suppose that's the most important thing. She's definitely looking right. Started left. Just a trick of the eye. That was most definitely left. Double cross there. Not the end of the world. Just off the edge of the green. So left side of the fairway comes in with the shallowest amount of green to work with. Not too bad. Just the smarter shot. Shot miss out. Give yourself putts for birdie. Give yourself looks. Still leads by 3. Dasson head on 14. This a birdie opportunity. Stretch. It needs to stretch. Gosh, she has hit some good putts that have not gone in over these first couple of days. She's lurking. Right off at her own peril. Remember the emphatic way she closed out wire-to-wire victory at Bears Best last year. It was record-setting round on a Sunday, no less, starting with the lead. Quite a few times, how much it moves off the left for Lee So-young. Just a little tentative, but no problems at all. That'll be a par. Song-yi. Looks at that silhouette. Coming into the 18th hole. This is her third shot. It's at that back level once again. It's very nicely done. So she bunkered. Not rake on the golf bag suggests that she has found the sand. She's on the upslope. For a minute, Park Ji-young has given himself another par putt. Xu Ying got the perfect line read from Lee So-young. Cut the deficit to 2. Has she hit it? She has. Oh, what a 2! 2 2s on the back 9 so far. We've only played 4 holes. Oh, that from Xu Ying. To 11 under par. Absolutely flying. This is a pretty makeable chip for Shin Kyung. Pretty flat topography-wise. Just goes a little left at the cup. Just grabbed way too early. Caught that off the toe a fraction. Inspired broomstick putter operator. 15. This is Park Hye-jun. position, so downhill for the first couple of feet and flattens out and just starts to work back up around the hole. Very short, that's exactly what she's done. That should be cast iron 4. That lead, which was 4 shots at one point today, and half to just 2. Back once again for Park Ju-young. So moves from left to right. Oh, great save. Made hard work of that. It's a par. A par? Par saving putt for Choi Min Kyung. Should be fairly straight, if anything, maybe just on the right edge. Coming uphill, can play it with a bit more pace. Take some of that break out. Well done. Hard charging Lee Shu Ying, peeling a little cut off the left hand side of 14, and that is going to be fine. Have a look at some of the highlights already today. This is her second shot into the 7th. Left it underneath the hole. That would lead to a birdie. Just birdied the 10th. And then look at this for shot of the day on 11. And that would go on to par the 12th before rolling in this beauty. Another birdie at the par 3 13th. 4 holes played, 4 shots picked up. Let's start this right of center on this fairway. Transition. It's certainly a lot smoother than it has been in the past. I like that. Just gives the illusion, it gives the impression that she's got a little bit more control in her golf swing. Tighter dispersion passage. She used to lunge at it so hard. It was either a big raking draw that was perfect, or it was a quick duck hook into the left. Ju-young to the 13th tee after that great par save. Quite get the grab on that. Still, it's a good shot. Safely aboard. Ansoni to end her day with a birdie 4 on 18. Push that one. Solid day's work. Pops that one in. That'll be a 2 under par round of 70 for An. tidy day at the office there. Once only. Well, back 35 apiece. Cabin back on the 13th tee, going with 9 iron. A very popular choice of club for the players. Just like cut one in there. It's a beautiful shot, one of the best we've seen to that front right pin. So you have to think. Maybe a fraction too much, wedge not enough, so just in between clubs. Just wants to use that left side of the tee box, and then in the middle of being trying to cut the line in there, taking the distance off it. Yeah, good shot. Nice control there, pin high. Gives her a great look for a 2. Looks composed, but that 4-shot lead I mentioned earlier has dwindled to just 2. OGU and Li Shuying lighting up the back 9 in pursuit of Bang Shin-sil. It's birdie putt now for Park Ju-young at the 13th. On its way. Looking good. Stay up. Good pace though. Nice speed on that. Needs to know that she doesn't have to work hard for a par for once on this back nine. Now Darsom just out of the right rough on the 15th. How good is her iron play? Being out of position. Stop her from producing some brilliance now. Shinsil. Look here. Patrick can attack, putting uphill. Oh, it had a look, didn't it? Just stayed low.
플레이였습니다.
Certainly one of the best tee shots we've seen into this right pin on the 13th for Choi Min Kyung. And she converted. This should be just outside left edge. Got a one on her. Don't worry, leave both of these red that Min Kyung. Trio of pars at 13 for the final group. So young, in the middle of the fairway. Here at 14, can try and sling a little draw at this whole location. She's got wedge from 117. It's going to have to be a well-struck one. Flirted with some trouble, but it's going to be okay. Just disappears down that gentle little slope. Jihan Sol, in the company of Ma Da-som, up here on the 15th. This birdie effort, right around 30 feet. Press that slope, starts to gather pace. Too much pace. She continue to keep up the pressure. Wedge from 108. Can't afford to come up short and miss this left. Got to look a little right of this pin. Look straight at it. That's unlucky. Took a very big hard kick. Just about stays in the green. So due to hold a couple of these. Sneaky quick around the hole. That's what Jihan Sol's ruled by a good 6 feet. Dasons. So just wiggling past. Go GU has reached the final hole, it looks like. Hangs her at 11 under par in the clubhouse. 232, just about in range for her. Yes, well done. Through the back, settle. Okay. But down from there, fancy your chances to be in that final group tomorrow. Stab and run here. Lee So-young. Took a very hard kick off the fringe and shot away across the far side of the green. That's clumsy. looking driving hole for Park Ju-young. Start at that red building, work cut off it. Start at 5 left, but it's okay. Absolutely fine there. Shoulder turn as Klutman gets anywhere near parallel. Fires that left side through the ball, creates so much space for her arms to speed up through the impact area. Well, about 35, almost 40 feet here for Xu Ying's birdie. Very gladly take 2 putts from here, and it looks like she's going to do that. Go Ji-Yu's bogey has dropped her back to 10 under par alongside Park Ju-young, but the big mover today is Xu Ying, who's within 2 of overnight leader Bang Shin-sil. clunky little chip from off the green. So Young with this now to save par at 14. Left to right bender, stay up, gave it the early walk, but not for the right reasons. Another costly little misstep. Lee So Young. Kim Min Joo sends it on its way up ahead. 15th, and look at this for a golf shot. Brilliant stuff. It's the chunky looking line, this left rough. The right pin looked away from the pin. Smart shot. Can be more aggressive from the right rough here, Park Joo-young. So looking like expect a jumper. Heels in quick. That's pretty good. GU. Green, but she's got some room to work with once this does get on the putting surface. Bounce right with that first kick. Splendid shot. Very nicely judged indeed. Middle of the fairway here. Go on the attack. Good solid shot. 3 well-placed approaches into this 14 and 3 outside opportunities for birdie. Shooting up to the 15th tee. It's been one of the hardest holes all week here. Golf Zone County. Is that just leaking a little right? Yeah, and the lie doesn't look amazing there for China's Li Shuying. Well outside her back foot here, trying to drive one in low and running up on the green. Needs to keep hustling. It's trying. It's trying. Good touch there. Well done. GU to end off her day. The 9th birdie.
샷! 샷!
Okay, the captain put her off. A lovely stroke. How about that? 9 birdies on her day. It's course record 64 for Go GU, who hangs at 11 under par. It's the 54-hole clubhouse total with Dang Shin Sil still out on the course, looking to improve. Beg your pardon, Choi Kar-bin. Birdie putt. Just outside of 20 feet on the way here at 14. Starts to move right there. As much as she thought. Kim Min Joo. Inch ever closer. Yeah, well done. Birdie there on the tough 15th. ball stayed a little straighter in the last 6 feet. From a similar angle to Choi Ka-bin. Just forgot to hit it. So it looked like it had the line. Treading water right now. Too young. She's a little bit further up in the green, so should expect a bit more movement in this putt. A little more, but needed another inch or two. Looks like it's going to be 3 pars once again on the 14th hole for the final group of the day. Moon Jong-min, at 1 point, the round yesterday had it all the way up to 8 under par, but limped home and 4 over on her backside to be at 4 under for the championship. Level par on the day with a chance to end day 3 in red figures. She had so an awkward looking one here. Downhill lie, but the ball above her feet coming into this 16th hole. She's played that very nicely indeed. Not quite cherry blossoms, but it is a pretty picture. Springtime in South Korea, albeit on a rather overcast and cloudy afternoon. Nice free-flowing swing there for Choi Ka-bin. But get some help off that cushion. So she does have a miss with the driver. It's a quick one to the left. And to go left on 15. She was really pinch into that landing area. It's left, but not that far left. It really buries itself down in that rough. Hansol to that really second shot. Should convert for a birdie. It's definitely been a poor day for Hansol. Yep, well done. The fist pump, but that's more an exasperation, you have to say, for Ji Hansol. Herself back under par for the day. Park Ju-young. position down the right side of the fairway.
자, 코스 밖으로 이동해 주세요.
Xu Ying up ahead on the green. Chance to pick up yet another birdie. Got enough steam? Oh, it does. Oh, great try. It's right now. Looks like it's scaring the cup. Lovely effort. Into the closing stages of day 3, Koji U64 sees her surge up the leaderboard, but it's still 2 shots clear for Bang Shin-sil. This is Lee So-young for a par at 15. She's just dropped one at the 14th. She's going to drop another here, leaking oil as she makes her way back to the clubhouse. Lee So-young. Yeah, Moon Jung-min for a 71 on Saturday. Scared the hole. Nice try. Going to be an even past 72, it seems, for Moon. Set down at this left rub for Choi Ka-bin. It's okay. It's right pin. 28 meters to go. Really want to land this around 120. Up to find second shot of Kim Min-ju on the 16. This elevated green just inside of 100 meters. That's stunning. It's flagged a couple today. It's another shot from Ju. Up Ju-young. Slide up slope. It's okay, a little deep, but no problem. So, look a little bit left here. Got to respect the jumper, especially coming to an elevated green. Shu Ying towards the left side. Indicates she's thinking about cutting the dog leg here. One short-sided on the 16th, but not far off. Be aggressive with this one. Try. Third on the way to 18. Settle. Didn't quite get the grab on it. Bad. Short with that second, but not a difficult shot, especially coming off a slide up slow. Expect this one up and down 7 out of 10 times. Beautiful touch, well played. Young, cheerless day for her thus far. It's gotten even worse. She's the wrong side of par now at 1 over. It's just been that kind of day for the in-time KLPGA Tour winner. best of the best of them. Birdie look over the mound. Very, very clumsy. Slightly hanging line here in the 16th. Get this one to be out towards the middle of the green a little bit more. Okay, so we get past the pin. Young. Simpler putt to negotiate than Troy Carbins. This one just not going all the way. Quite high enough, but not bad. Bit of a slide down the leaderboard, so young. A long way on this 16th. 4 meters left. It's not bad, but she would have expected better with the wedge in. Kai Young to end her day with a birdie 4. For the crowds if this one drops. Oh, they were egging it on, but it just refuses to cooperate. Raced that birdie putt past this now for par.
나이스. 나이스. 우와.
Half a revolution away. This time, Troy. She remained patient. Knows that stretch 14, 15, 16. Proverbial banana peels on the way back to the clubhouse, so she's conservatively giving herself slightly longer birdie looks. The achieve button, nothing is out of the realm of possibility. Good speed on that there from Xu Ying. Day coming up for her tomorrow. Become the first Chinese player to win on the KLPGA Tour. Would be something. Still important par saving putt. It's going to get her full attention. Just a hair on the left edge. Nothing more than left half, I'd say. Rock solid. Jin treading water for most of the day. It's a birdie putt. Nowhere near the target, nowhere near the right line for Saul. When you come to a new course or a course that you haven't been to in a while, it takes a while to relearn the greens and the little nuances. Not going to have that problem next week when the tour heads to Gim Hae Gaya. St. Nine Masters. It's a very popular stop on tour. Park Hye Jun. But on the last, they didn't have the best stuff today. It's around a 73.
네, 알겠습니다.
One through the back of 17. Long way through as well. Lovely little pitch on the last to save a par. And looks like she'll do the same here on the par 3. That's all going to have a crack at 18 and 2. 29. Should be gettable. It's actually playing downhill. Skirts the edge of the bunker, gets on the green. That's going to make it up the slope. That's all right, but much she's left herself. It's going to be rather eventful. Back to So Young on 16. Opportunity to try and get this round back under control once more.
멈춰주세요.
Swing it round the corner here for Park Ju-young. Good shape on that. Shin Silk. Just actually teed that down a little. Get this one running. Marasom on the home hole. Once again, she's played some great golf today. And herself right on the fringes of contention. So it will be if she rolls that one in. Get into Championship Sunday at 9 under par. Up in a spot through the back of this green. The 17th, we saw year one. Only over a moment ago. Just over the back. Get just inside of year one's marker. A couple of good chip shots there from Kim and Lee. So, side up, slope with the ball above her feet, doing the right thing. Looking out the right of the pin, that buggy in the back of the green should be her line. Let the slope and contour swing this around. Good shot. Saw something off with a gap wedge. Beautiful shot. That's more like it from Park. One for her par. Okay. Tidy up and down after a pretty squirrely tee shot. Well for Kim Min-joo, stays at 9 under. Eagle attempt for Ji Han Sol. Be happy to just get out of here with a 2-putt birdie, though this putt from almost 80 feet away. That needs to get skates on in a hurry. Shot. Pretty much where players are looking today, just past pin high, middle of the green. Hasn't claimed that beautiful GLC hole-in-one prize yet. Need to do so today with a tough hole location on that right-hand side. But I don't think she meant to play that shot, but she'll happily take the result. So back on the 16th green. Get herself back to 14 under par. Can't much closer than that. Good effort. Dassom. Sunday at 9 under. How many times have we seen that from Dassom this week? Oh, just half of those putts drops. She'd be tied for the lead. Maybe she's just saving them for Sunday. good day at the office for Mada Som. Straight pars to finish. Maybe free round to 68. Park Ju-young for birdie on 60. Straight through the break. So well short with that effort for eagle. That's for birdie. Okay. Well, I said she'd be happy with the 2-putt. What she has. Back-to-back 71s for her inside the top 10 with 1 round to play. Strokes in the first 4 holes in the back 9. There's been a couple of pars since. So from just inside of 30 feet on the 17. Looks like it needs to go. Good effort. Sweet once again. She's got the firepower to reach 18 and 2. So does your leader, Bang Shin-sil. Rare birdie on 17 today, just the 7th this afternoon. Okay, takes advantage. Good deuce there. Brings it up to 5 under par. First little smile we've seen out of Bang Shin-sil today. He has looked in supreme control of her emotions and her golf game, and certainly this championship. A 2-time winner on tour in her 3rd season. And is a full-time KL PGA Tour professional. Those exciting talents in the South Korean women's game. Tee shot there for Park Ju-young. Her spot just past that front 3rd, leaves herself a good look from pin high. Stan, she would need 1 more birdie to get into the final group tomorrow and not go GU out. Last 3 ball tomorrow would be GU, Shu Ying, and of course Bang Shin-sil.
카메라 소리 안내 부탁드립니다.
To get some kind of shape. Back on 13, left of the pin, try and cut up a little 6-iron. Nice 7-iron. Let it thump it. Just don't see how 7-iron was ever getting there. Different conditions on Saturday. Park Ji-young, I think that's the right one. 6 to step on a 7, although she gave that a mighty wallop. Just may want to leave it on this par 3. Give yourself an uphill look. Clubhouse could not come fast enough for Park Ji-young, who has had a rotten afternoon. Shot in from 101 of this closing par 5. At least she will give herself an opportunity to end this frustrating day with a birdie. Got the bounce she was looking for. It'll go scampering along. Lovely pitch she played on 10. Great shot. She hit on 16. Pretty crafty from an uncomfortable lie on the 18th. She certainly doesn't lack for power, Xu Ying. That left rough, but it's okay. Clumsy from Bang Shin Sil. Like a little deceleration into the ball, caught it off the top of the face. So just getting a little close for comfort for Bang. Yeah, one just at the front of the green at 2. Really nicely judged. Back on the 17th for birdie. Just played a couple of times. Uphill, just ventures right. struggling. Ju Yong. Good two-shot swing, perhaps. Got it. Oh, Drano from Park Ju Yong. Lovely birdie there. Gets her up to 11 under par. Birdie. Take some positives into it. Oh, isn't that just golf for you? You struggle along all day, and you make one at the last thinking, you know what? It needs to come back tomorrow. 77 today. So giving this one plenty of care and attention, and rightfully so. Think about the positive strokes you've made today. Block everything else out. Just wants to hit a good putt here. If it goes in, great. If it doesn't, at least give yourself a chance. This for par. Lost it right early. Clumsy bogey. It's just one. But finds its mark on the last. That's a stellar back nine for Kim In-ju. Quietly gone about and put together a very solid round. Blemish free 67. They're at 10 under par. Yeah, one. Over the birdie as well. 71 then. One.
버디 하면 버디 하면은 이렇게 가는 사람. 맞아, 오래.
Shu Yi. Line up good enough and too far back to reach in two, so just trying to play for position. Give yourself a decent chance with a wedge. I'm sure she knows, but Urchin. Question is it really worth it trying to get it onto the front edge? No, that's a tough two, but I think this is just a layup for Saw. Young, despite a rough day, to make a young fan's day with a little gift there. Down there, Ju Young. Final tee shot of the day for Park Ju Young. Helicopter follow through does save it, but I think that rules out going for this in two. Snatchy from the top. This is high and right. I don't think we've seen anyone down there. Goodness me. Another one in right at the end of play. Ooh, a little long and left. There's an outside chance. Better angle. Go straight at this throat of the green, but not a very solid shot. So, clear that from her mind. Good swing here, but all sorts there. Looked a little loose at the top. Didn't look very happy with the position that she found herself in, but it's okay. Play this the old-fashioned way. Three-shotter. Another awkward-looking stance for So Young, who's now back at 3 under after a couple of drop shots. Touch of class there from So Young. Superb. Plot thickens. Mangchen Sil's lead cut to just 1 with a bogey on 17. Still, she leads the way in this inaugural IM Financial Group Championship. fringe. Li Shuying on her final hole. One of the players that have made great moves today. Ko Ji comes to mind, and of course this young lady, Li Shuying. Back nine, birdie, eagle, par, birdie. Is to end with another. It's got to keep turning. It's got to keep going. It's got a chance. It just needed not even half a roll more, quarter of a roll more, and that would have been some electric way to end an unforgettable day. She's very much in the picture. After around a 68 today. Well done, Li Shuying. That wall at the start just took off a little bit of speed. The way that she was putting today, just thought that might have dropped. So that's the problem here.
원래 볼이 어디
Can't be.
이 볼이에요? 그래서 이렇게
Make the case that
네 걸려서
intending
이
to
부분을 자르려고
play the
하는데
shot that way, which would mean that she would get relief from that drainage cover. And the rules officials sort that one out. She pleads her case, go back to the green for Sawyer Jin's birdie putt. Some prevalence with the first few days just started to make an appearance on Saturday afternoon. Pace was that. Around a 2 for Saw. Take the time. She's laying up here. Sign off with a birdie. So. There she was hoping for. It's a 74 for Lee So-young. It tumbles back down into a share of 14. Appreciative of her good play. Actually, Sil was good for the green to clear. Three wood. It's just to the right of where our TV tower is. You can see the distance. 233 goes slightly downhill. Just put off by spectators reacting to the players walking off the back of the green. Just where the TV tower is, where she wants to start this one. Anything right here, that's going to be baptized. Just a little left of the TV tower, not sure it's cutting. Or finds that long inside bunker. That's not going to be a very fun up and down. Just a bit sloppy on this. Good 9, Ocean Silk. Plushes fans at the back of the green here. Nice touch from the players. The tournament organisers, the IM Financial Group. Here you go, one for you, ma'am, and one for... Oh, no fighting. Everyone gets a piece, don't you worry. Go. You get one, and I think the young man in the blue sweater is going to get one. There you go. Okay, looks like relief was given, but clearly not, because you would have had to take full relief off that sprinkler. Try carb in the forest here on 18. like she got through the branches without much incident. Looks like a pitching wedge for Choi Ka-bin's third into 18 here, just 105 left. Like it was coming straight down 18, so means it should be well off the right for this third shot. Big first bounce just through the green. A couple yards closer. Compression should have some spin. Beautifully done from Park Ju-young, who is hung tough, and with Bangshin Sil's mistakes, couple of drop shots coming in. Park Ju-young looking to pounce. Remember, led on day one after a 65. Came into the weekend tied for the lead with Bangshin Sil. Despite not having her best stuff today, the gritty veteran has a putt to get to 12 under par. So let's look back at some of the highlights of what's been a very interesting moving day here in Chuncheon. Start with the he was absolutely red hot today, Ko Ji-yu. It was one of 9 birdies she made in her day, rolling that one in at the 4th, and then at the 5th, just with a wedge in hand. This one all over the flagstick. Another one at the 6th. Start 4 under. They were opening half dozen holes. Bangshin Sil. She is going to put her score together. Early birdie on the opening hole. Follow that one up with another. They're on 5. And at the 9th. This was certainly one of my early candidates for shot of the day. Choi Ka-bin with a hybrid club that thought about scaring the hole for an albatross. Wasn't to be, but she would pop that one in for an eagle 3. Bangshin Sil up for the green and 2. Played a nice pitch from right of the green. Turned in 4 under par 32 at this point. We thought, you know what, she was running away with it. Still, some twists and turns to come on the back 9. That was that eagle putt I mentioned earlier on for Choi Ka-bin. To get herself back to even par. This shot of the day. Li Shu Ying from China. Birdie at the 10th. slam dunk on 11 for Eagle 2. The same hole in the group behind, a 3-putt from 20 feet. Sil's first bogey of the day. Shu Ying wasn't done yet. Tee shot just past the pin on the par 3 13th. That is perfect pace. Dropped in. Took her to 11 under par. 18th Koji Yu just dropped a shot on 17, but birdied the last 9 birdies in a single drop shot around a 64. Surge up the leaderboard. Under par her total. Bang Shin Sil and her problems on the 17th. Not short with a tee shot. Questionable decision to hit 7-9. It would lead to a bogey. It's a little bit more uncomfortable. It's going to be below the feet of Sil here. Not dead ground to cover. He has to make sure that she lands this one on the green, because kills it in that fringe. You just don't see it skipping on. But the problem is everything works away from her. She's coming downwind. She's not careful. Easy to sail this one through the back of the green. Good shot. Well played. About as good as she could have done from there. But take the solo lead at 13 under into the weekend. In. From just onto that edge. Just hoping that ball rolls smoothly through the first 2.5, 3 feet of fringe. Once it gets on the green, it's going to start working its way from left to right. Hasn't. That's no gimme.
플레이하겠습니다.
Bang Shin Sil. First birdie since the 9th. Around that quickly. Short, jabby stroke. She's going to be in the final group. She's going to have at least a share of the lead. Even if Park Joo-young pops that putt in, I just wonder how much the last hour and a half of play is going to affect her. She goes to bed tonight. This afternoon led by 4. Day co-leaders with this lady, Park Joo-young, who has an opportunity to send us into Sunday. Similar fashion as for a birdie, a share of the lead. What a resilience and gutsy performance from Park Ju-young. 2 under par 70, was bogey-free through 36. Couple of drop shots today, but a few great par-saving putts and a lovely finish for her birdie. She will start level. Shin Sil 18 holes away from a second KLPGA Tour title. Shin Sil looking for her third. Got Xu Ying looking for her first. Ko Ji-Yu after that 64 today. That's in contention, and it's a bit of a rotten way to end there for Bin. Statistically, they'll say it was a 2-putt, but 3 whack to the putter. Bogey around 74. Shin Sil and Park Ju-young, nothing could separate them through 2 rounds. Nothing separated them through 3. They will share each other's company and a share of the lead. Going into Championship Sunday tomorrow, Ko Ji-Yu will round out that final group. Xu Ying also just a shot back. What a shootout it's going to be for the inaugural IM Financial Group Championship. We hope you'll be able to join us for live final round coverage tomorrow afternoon. Until then, have a lovely Saturday evening, and we'll see you tomorrow from Gulf Zone County, Sun San. Bye-bye for now.